Hello, kindergartners, and welcome back. It's time to remember how to subtract. I bet you know how. Let's go ahead and read this story problem, and then we'll remember how to subtract if you don't remember. There is a food bar with 8 pieces of food for the flamingos at the lake. Pretend you take apart 2 pieces of the bar to feed the flamingos. How many pieces do you have left on the bar? Use one of the tools you have to help solve the problem. Draw a picture of what you did and then write the equation. So we started out with the number 8. We're going to make 8 pieces of food. Actually, you know what? I think I'm going to do straight lines instead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we started with 8. Let's go ahead and write our 8 here. Now someone's going to eat this food. So we know that we're taking it away. And we can also see that it says how many do we have left, which tells us that there is going to be a subtraction problem. We have 2 that are getting eaten. So take away 2. How many did we take away? We took away 2. And that left us with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It left us with 6 pieces of food. Good work, kindergartners. 8 subtract 2 equals 6. Let's go to the video now.
There are 5 baby alligators in the marsh. 3 walk away. How many baby alligators are left in the marsh? What would be an appropriate tool to use to solve the problem? Counters can be used to represent each baby alligator. You can also use paper and pencil or cubes. Alex listened to the story and used counters to choose whether to add or subtract to solve the problem. Why are counters a good tool to use? You can line them up directly under each alligator. Why are there 5 counters? There are 5 alligators in the marsh. How can you tell whether this is an addition or subtraction problem? Listen for the words in the problem like away and are left. How do you know this is a subtraction story? Some alligators walked away, so there will be a number less than 5 left. How can you solve the problem? Use the counters to act out the story. Then write an equation that matches it. How many counters should you cross out? Cross out 3 counters because 3 baby alligators walk away. How many counters are left? There are 2 counters left, so 2 baby alligators are left. Write the minus sign and complete the equation. 5 minus 3 equals 2. How can you make sure you subtracted correctly? You can use the counters to check. Now you know how to use tools to help you solve a problem.
Great job!
All right, let's do a couple of problems together now. The first 2 actually are telling you whether they're plus or minus, but you're going to have to listen to the story in the next ones to figure that out. So I'm going to read you the directions, and it says, there is 1 flamingo standing in the water. 8 more fly over to join it. How many flamingos are there in all? Now, let's go ahead and grab your pencil. Mrs. Ernest has to grab hers too. And I want you to notice that we already see the plus sign there. So they kind of gave that away, didn't they? But when we hear the story, it says they're in all. So that means we know that there were some flamingos, more joined them, and they want to know how many altogether or addition. So the story said that there was 1 flamingo, 8 more came over and joined him. Whoa. And now it already answered for us that it's 9, correct? But I want to show you a tricky way to check this. If I say 8 plus 1 more, I really am just counting up from 8. What number comes after 8 when I count? 8 plus 1 equals 9. You're correct. Let's do the next one. Marta sees 7 seagulls. 4 fly away. How many seagulls are left? Am I adding or subtracting? I'm seeing how many are left. So I know that that is subtraction. I know that she starts with 7 seagulls and 4 fly away. You can go ahead and use your fingers if you would like, but I like when you show your work. So I'm going to draw lines here. Let's start with our 7 lines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Good work, kindergartners. How many flew away? 4 of them. Let's cross them off. 1, 2, 3, 4. And how many are left? 1, 2, 3. Good work, kindergartners. All right. Now, the next two pages, the next problem is your independent practice. And you really need someone to read the problems for you, and then you're going to write the correct problem. You need to listen to hear if it's addition or subtraction. So there are 3 raccoons in a tree. 3 more climbed the tree to join them. How many are there in all? You're going to draw 3 raccoons, draw 3 more, and you're going to decide, am I adding that or subtracting that? I think you know adding. Go ahead and do the last 3 because we want to make sure that you remember how to do addition and subtraction. Good work, kindergartners.